claws are revolting!
No, that's just how they look. The stitches are cultural, I'm told.
It is terrible. My Igor has stopped working.
Did you try winding him up with a key? Some of them have clockwork hearts, you know.
I don't know what's gotten into his head. He said he had to pick it.
Pick what? A new nose?
Well, he certainly picked the old one enough.
Mine said he had to down tools. It's not like he even did much gardening. We like to do it ourselves. Bury the bones, dig up the flower beds.
My Igor said it was industrial action. I told him running up the treadmill that powers my machines was industrial action.
When I asked mine what he wanted, he said, strike.
And?
I struck him. Did not seem to make much of a difference.
Mine said he was part of a union?
More like a union of parts.
Good for nothing. Ingrate, lick-spittle.
Yes, that can be a problem. I find when they're speaking, you want to step way back. It's the lisp, you see.
Oily little sucker.
Ooh, you've got the one with the new vacuum functionality? Mine barely dusts.
If anyone sucks in your castle, it's you, Count.
Precisely.
I said, I need the lab to be a sterile environment. And do you know what my Igor told me?
What?
He said he could easily fix me.
But what is wrong with you?
Nothing. I mean, he meant fix me. Spaying me like some randy dog. Sorry, I didn't mean it.
I cannot take any more of this. Igor!
Yes, master?
Just my Igor, please. You're just a little toady, aren't you?
I've told you before, Master, I'm 3% bullfrog.
What?
My tongue. Well, you make me eat insects, so I might as well enjoy it.
You have to get back to your jobs.
No, we have some demands.
Strike, strike, strike! Strike, strike, strike!
Well, what are they?
Strike, strike, strike! Strike, strike, strike!
We cannot accede to the demands if we do not know what they are!
Strike, strike, strike! Strike, strike, strike!
I think I see what the problem is here. Dr. Insano, do you still have that weather machine?
I think I understand. Let there be lightning!
Satisfied?
Electrified.
Now get back to work!
Yes, master!
Good evening, ladies, gentlefolk, and other creatures of the night. No, 1 second. New tongue installed for the occasion, but as you can tell, I'm still having some bugs with the throat. My name is Stuart Hodge, and I am the head Igor for this weekend. On behalf of the organising committee, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 9th Australian Discworld Convention. from this weekend with many great memories and new friends. Now, to give the rest of my speech, I have actually brought in a stunt performer. Hugh is going to give the rest of my speech for me, give it my voice. Now, Hugh is a trained stunt professional, so please don't try this at home.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Hugh O'Connor. November last year represented the 40th anniversary of the Disc World. During that time, we've explored many parts of the disc, from both the foreign to the domestic. Ubervold got its first real chance to shine. Well, not really shine, maybe more ominously cloud, in Carpe Joculo, published in 1998. Its next major appearance was in just the next year, The Fifth Elephant, and from that point on, it was a regular fixture in the series, in one way or another. When deciding on our convention's theme, we were drawn to the fun hammer horror vibes, the cool dwarves and the other factions, and the sort of Germany, Eastern European-y, Gothic-y atmosphere, fitting for Adelaide. While this weekend we're taking you on a journey to this imaginary place, we also want to talk about the tangible and spiritual place that we're meeting on this weekend. At the start of the ceremony, we played the Ghana language version of the Statement of Acknowledgement. This version was developed by Ghana Wara Garapanti, the leading group dedicated to Ghana language revitalization and maintenance. We acknowledge this land that we meet on today as the traditional lands for the Ghana people, and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. We also acknowledge the Ghana people as the custodians of the Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are still as important to the living Ghana people today. We also pay respects to the cultural authority of Aboriginal people attending from other areas of South Australia and the rest of Australia. Speaking of people attending from other places, or attending for the first time, we're very happy to welcome many people here to their first Disc World convention. We encourage you all to read your convention book and the material in your con bag. Make sure you're getting the most out of your whole weekend. I'd also like to welcome our special guests, Ben McKenzie and Elizabeth Flux from Pratt Chat. Author Tansy Rayner Roberts. Doctors Pat and Jan Harkin, long-term fans and friends of Karen. Author Karen J. Carlisle. Lee Highland from Steam Kittens. And our virtual guests. I'll go through this list and we can applaud at the end of this one. Rob Wilkins, Colin Smythe, Stephen Briggs, Professor Ian Stewart, Mark Burrows, Vicky Larnack, Jim Hare, James J. Moody of Good Omens the Musical, Jason and Rachel Anthony Rowlands, Bethany and Rachel Windsor of The Ineffable Con. Quite a few of those. We'd also like to thank and again mention Rob Wilkins, Terry's longtime business manager, and Colin Smythe, Terry's agent from the very beginning, who've both been wonderful in supporting our efforts with this and with every Disc World convention. Even though they were unable to be here in person, please make sure you tune in for the chat with Colin tonight. Of course, there's one more special guest who can't be with us today, but I hope needs no introduction. Sir Terry Pratchett. Igor, show him in. Gentlefolk, I give you Sir Terry Pratchett. That's just a hat. What did you do with his body? You're an eagle, you should know what a body looks like.
Well, you see, Igor, Sir Terry has passed on to the big writing desk in the sky.
You mean he's died?
But fear not, because I have saved the best part.
Ooh, his heart. Though I heard his spleen was in pretty good nick too.
No, Igor, it's his soul!
Just how much lightning did that take?
Well, Igor, it was a full storm and then some for an important soul like this. But I have to say that this is a lively one, not like the dead ones, much more like a living one.
Of course, as a wise man once said, don't you know that a man's not dead while his name is still spoken?
Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett.
I present you Terry's hat and his soul. So while the con has been declared up and running, before we can actually declare it open, we've got some admin that we need to take care of. So I'll ask Alex to come up here and provide a security and safety briefing.
Hello everyone, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
All the back? Good. My name's Alex, as you have introduced me. I am the Safe Spaces Officer on the committee, and I would like to make sure that this convention is a safe space. Alright, I'm doing this off my notes because there's a lot. First of all, we'd like that everyone in the convention to stay awake. Follow. Just stay awake. Also, you follow all reasonable directions from our community members who will be easily identifiable in this lovely burgundy maroon shade of t-shirt color. And particularly if there are anything from our security volunteers, of which we have some garlands of garlic as well by our security volunteer and venue officer, Justin. If you have any issues at all during the convention that would be related to safety, security, safe spaces, first aid, etc., please feel free to contact our security volunteers first of all, and then anyone in the community t-shirt, this lovely colour. If neither of those are available, please head straight to Ops and they will contact one of us as soon as possible. In an emergency, please follow any instructions from the committee so that we can deal with that emergency as it occurs. Alright. If you have any first aid issues, I would like to direct you to Ops as well. We have some volunteers who are first aid trained on a list on a call basis. I am one of those people. So if in doubt for first aid, go to the Ops desk. They will contact a first aider and bring that person to you at the Ops desk. Next point. Please make sure you're wearing your ID badge at all times during the convention in the convention areas. This is how we and the venue staff are identifying members of the convention. You also get a handy spot to keep all of your ribbons, which they can get quite long already. If you happen to find anyone without a badge in our convention areas and they don't seem to know what you're doing, can you please report that to a committee member? We will deal with them so that you don't have to. Next point is about lining up. Now, obviously, most of us have managed to fit into this room quite comfortably now, but you can imagine that if there was a high interest issue and you wanted to get in, there might be a line forming, so please queue safely. Excuse me. All events happening in here should have sufficient seating, but the turnover time between the events might require the queue outside. Please follow any volunteer, etc. security people's instructions as you're in that line. If you find that the queue is very full, please find an alternative activity to bide your time in the meantime until the queue starts moving, or if the room happens to be full, please find another alternative activity. All of the events happening on level 1, that is the level above us, require a sign-up sheet that includes all of the craft workshops and the clashes. Those sign-up sheets are available at Ops, and in order to access level 1, you will need to have either your identity card from your hotel key or access from Ops. We have spare key cards to access the elevator to get upstairs. Volunteers will be hopefully there and available to key card people upstairs. If you're staying in the hotel, your room key can also access the pool area just outside of that level area on level 1, but please make sure that there are no glass cups used in the pool area. Upstairs we have some foyer area outside of the Clatch and Craft Workshop areas. Please do not loiter out there for too long before or after your activities, because it is a limited space and people will eventually start going into those craft and Clatch activities. Last point is we have a opt-in blue dot system for people to self-identify about any access needs they might have during the con. If you go to Ops now, or ones and stuff, you can get a blue dot attached to your con badge, which can be used to help identify your needs to community members, volunteers, etc., in terms of accessibility to the rooms, and any potential needs you might have about quiet space, health issues, etc., accessibility you might want to show to volunteers. All that in mind, hope you all have a safe and excellent weekend. Keep it that way.
Thank you, Alex. We've already heard a little bit about Ops, so I think it's a timely reminder of what Ops is. So I'll call Kat up so she can help us out.
I'm sure. Okay, it's Ops, not Oops, close, but not quite. It's short for Operational Centre. Not sure where you need to be? Go to Ops. We have maps and timetables. Not sure who you are? Go to Ops. We have a list and we can make suggestions. Do you have weapons, real, fake, or even imaginary? Go to Ops. We have tags for them, for your safety and ours and everybody else's. Have you lost something? Have you found something? Go to Ops. We might be able to connect your lost with the found, or vice versa. You want to sign up for an activity? Put your name in the drawer for a clutch? Go to Ops. We have lists and a pen, or 20. Please don't steal them. Need some emergency costume repair? Go to Ops. We have tape and scissors and staplers and safety pins.
And hot glue.
And hot glue. Need some emergency bodily repairs? Go to Ops. We have an Igor with a phone to ring 000. Need some non-emergency bodily repairs? Go to Ops. We have tissues and band-aids. Want to have a chat? Go to Ops. We always have someone ready to have a chat. Can I also ask, if you are taking a key card to go up to level 1, please return it afterwards with people that may not pick it up.
Where do we take it to?
Thank you.
And now Deborah will tell us about the activities and trousers of the weekend.
I printed it
with the glasses.
No one can hear you.
Did not work. That's a good thing.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Awesome. Hello, Adelaide. How are we all? Yay. My name's Deborah. I'm the Events and Activities Coordinator. So I'm here to tell you a bit about events and activities and a couple of other things. So we've got a jam-packed schedule of activities for you to enjoy over the weekend. If you've had a look in your com bag, you should find that you've got a portable timetable that you can carry with you at all times. It's in your com bag. If you fold it in half, it fits in the back of your lanyard. So you can have it with you and don't keep having to faff around with bags and all sorts of things like that. The timetable was printed at a point in time. This means that things change as we go along. We've already had a couple of changes. Any changes to the timetable will be shown at Ops. We are also expecting a change tomorrow. So have a look at the board tomorrow and in Ops, and you'll see what the changes are. If you're ever in doubt as to what actually is going on and if you think you've got the wrong room, you all know where to go. Ops. Now we've got the sign happening. Awesome. So, to keep the program running smoothly, can you please remember that every session finishes at 10 minutes before the hour. We do this so that you've all got time to find your next room, grab a drink, grab something to eat, do whatever you need to do, and the presenters have time to pack up the room or prep it for the next session. If we ran it straight up to the hour, we'd have sessions running into each other. So be aware that if someone says the equivalent of "that's all folks," we do need you to actually get out of the room so that the turnover can happen for the next one. And then I had a whole spiel about sign-up, which it looks like everyone's already covered for me, but just to reinforce, we do have sessions that require sign-up. That's, in most instances, that's either because we've got restricted numbers due to safety reasons or supplies, and you can get your sign-up forms. Yes. Awesome. Well trained already. That's why I asked them to go before me. So, just a note about Masquerade. We are still taking entries for Masquerade. You can put in your form for that until 9 o'clock tomorrow. It would be really awesome if you did your form tonight, though, rather than tomorrow, because then we can prep it all beforehand. So, tonight would be better than tomorrow, but tomorrow's okay. Only up until 9. After 9, we need to actually wrap it all up and get it ready. The other thing I'm up here to have a quick word about is photography. So at our convention, we do encourage photographs, but there are a couple of things that we'd like everyone to remember so that all of us can enjoy our time here. Firstly, please don't take photos of people without their permission. If you think someone's costume is awesome, go up to them and tell them that and ask if it's okay to take a photo. Most people are going to be fine. But if someone says no, please respect that. Not everyone's comfortable with having their photo taken and they don't need to explain why. Secondly, don't take photos of children without the parents' permission. Always get the parents' permission before taking photos of children. But if you've done the above and you're sharing photos of yourself and your friends on social media, can you please use our hashtag, which is AUSDWCon, standing for AUS for Australia, DW for Discworld, CON for Convention. That's the same hashtag we've had for many previous conventions, so if you've been to one before, you'd be familiar with it, but that would be awesome if you could use that. We also have, here we go. We also have a small but mighty, that wasn't actually personally directed at you.
Coincidence, I swear.
Since Nils walked up herself, Nils actually our photography coordinator for the con. If you see her, say hello. And she definitely is mighty. But we have a small but mighty team of photographers who you'll see roaming around capturing photos of events so that we have a record of the convention. They are our press corps, or press corps actually, because of Otto. And you'll recognise them by their press pass, which Nell is currently choking herself in order to show you. They'll have it visible in their lanyard when they're on duty, and if they're off duty, they won't have it, you won't know who they are. And yes, if you see a team member and they've got their pass visible, but they aren't actively involved in taking a photo at a session, like, I don't know where he's gone, the chap who was taking photos over there before, and you want your photo taken, yes, you can go up and ask them. No issues with that at all. We've also got a photo backdrop out in the foyer area that you can take photos in front of during the convention. And on Saturday, our guest cosplay photographer, Hey Cami Photography, who is replacing Lee Highland, who was unfortunately able to attend, but Cami has worked with Lee previously, joins us between masquerade and gala dinner. They'll be taking photos in the town, which is the room straight over there, next to Ops, and you can line up to get your photo taken in all your finery. 3 pages, this is the last one. So, Uberwald, a home of lost illusions and thwarted hopes. Amy. Okay, and here we have the gloomy and purposeless trousers of Uncle Vanya. The person who is wearing the trousers at the end of the convention will win a gloomy and purposeless prize. So the goal is to be the person wearing the trousers, wearing the gloomy and purposeless trousers of Uncle Vanya by the time a winner is announced at the closing ceremony. But there's a catch. Yes, there's always a catch. They are the gloomy trousers. And your face must reflect it. If you are seen laughing or smiling, whoever points it out is now the new owner of the trousers. So, the rules, because there's also always rules, no touching, tickling, or surgical manipulation to force a smile. Igors, take note. Be honest, if you smile, pass it on. Uberwaldian accents are optional, but encouraged. So in summary, go to Ops to check for timetable changes, take and share photos, but always be respectful and ask first. And if you smile, you might lose your trousers.
You may have noticed that our mascot this year is Rena, a decidedly Uberwaldian Igorish trope. Rena is featured on our merchandise, con shirts, and on our website. She was designed by Amy and named by Svetlana in our mascot competition as voted by you and by the community. Well done to Svetlana for naming her. It was a close competition. Svetlana, please come and collect your prize. There were many bribes that were offered during the competition. None were acted upon, but they were quite interesting to read. In fact, we printed some off, and they are available for viewing. Don't panic, we've kept them anonymous. Also, be sure to check in at the market tomorrow. Local ceramicist, GB Ceramics, will be set up both Saturday and Sunday. And with that, Nullus Anxietas 9 has officially commenced.